Hey folks, it's Nick Granville. Welcome to Guitar Daily. It's my daily thing I do on YouTube. Post videos like this, little snippet type stuff, various topics to do with guitar and music and all kinds of good stuff like that. So today I thought I'd talk about playing open strings in amongst chords and kind of a concept for how to approach this. You'll have heard a little bit of it in there. That intro. This is really a powerful sound that's kind of a unique thing to guitar, so I think I'll use it. Do you know what I mean? Here's a voicing, right? If I play A minor 9 like this, I have A, G, C, E, B. It's nice, but it's just okay. Now if I play it like this, that's a little more tasty, right? I have open A string, the 5th fret, open B, and G. And the thing that's interesting about that chord to me is you have a C and a B, a semitone apart, right? But they're in the middle of the chord, so it rings in a certain type of way. And there's lots of chords like that kind of become these interesting things when you play with open strings. F major 7 sharp 11, I could play it like this. So F, A, D, G, B. Well, like this, right? But this is cool. So I have F, C, F, A, B, E. So the sharp 11 is open and the major 7 is open. So it's like the bar chord, but I leave those top 2 strings open. Right, to me it's more complex than that. Right, so I'm always looking for those kinds of chords. And the most interesting ones are where you can put that upper extension, the 9, the 11, the 13, any of that kind of stuff, on the open string. Or have the open string being kind of a tension to that sound. So like A major 7, you might go. So that doesn't have an upper extension as the open string. The open string is an E. I've got A, E, B, D sharp, E. No third, but it's implied. Right. But the interesting thing there is the sharp 11, the D sharp note, is right next to the 5th as an open string. To me, I think that's an interesting kind of thing. Right, it's a very cool sound. G major 6, 13. Yeah, I guess it is kind of major 13, no 7. I got G, D, A, D, E. It's no 3rd in it, no 7th in it, but maybe you could say it's major 6, but with the 9 in there, it's kind of implying, okay, we've got a 7 and we're implying we've got a 3rd. Again, the open string being that interesting note. Here's an interesting chord that I stole from my buddy Lee Jackson, as I've stolen a lot of chords from him. Always thought that was interesting. So we have D, F, B, C sharp, and E. So we have D being the root note, F being the minor 3rd, B being the 6, so it's a minor 6, and then you got the major 7 in there, and the 9 being the open. I actually often use that chord at the end of tunes, like if I'm playing something like Summertime. And then then it goes to the last section. And we're wrapping up with the song, and I go to finish. It's kind of an interesting sound. Minor major 7 sort of sound, but with the 9th in there and the open 9. I think that's kind of an interesting color, right? So I'm always looking for those chords. A major instead of A major 7. Now I'm not going to use them in a context where it's like an interactive thing. All right, if it's like a bebop setting, I'm not going to go. It's the wrong sort of thing. But if it's like a ballad or a kind of a fusion-y thing or anything like that, then I'm going for this stuff. There's one that's cool. We have A, G sharp, B, C sharp, B, E. And then there's another one. A, B, D sharp, B, E. The obvious place to start with this is, of course, with open A or open E, because you have that bottom string that you can play against it. Right. So there I took a voicing that I know, E major 7. And I kind of moved around until I could find a note. Well, I got the B there. Okay, let's drop that and have that be the open B. And of course, then I don't need the B on the top. I'll make that the sharp 11. I don't need the E because I've got that on the bottom. So you see how I took a chord that I know, I tried to position it so that I'd have a nice open string in there. And usually it's the G or the B or the E. It's not going to be any of the lower strings usually. In the middle of a chord at least. And I found a voicing, right? Could do some of that. Alright. Sometimes it could even just be that much. So you see, they have a really ambiguous kind of sound sometimes to them, you know, because of all those open notes and the way they ring together, kind of more like how a piano player would do, where they might put notes together like that, like this. We don't tend to be able to do that, but we can when we use open strings. So I'd implore you to really start developing some chords with open strings, because they're really nice to add into songs, especially anything ballady, anything fusiony, of course anything kind of rock pop. Always Me, Always With You type songs, you know, that Satch thing. These chords are fantastic for that kind of stuff. There's a lot of context, you know, singer-songwritery type stuff. I really like using them. So anyway, I hope this has been useful. It's just a quick look into some open string chord voicings. If it has been, please subscribe and give my video a like, because that kind of stuff all helps with the YouTube algorithm kind of stuff. Yeah, and thank you so much if you've stuck it out this far to watch this. I post every day on here, so if there's stuff you want to know, leave it in the comment below, and I'll add it to the list and try and cover it if I can. If it's stuff that I'm not particularly good at or I don't know about, then there's no point me covering that. Someone asked me about shred the other day, and I'm like, I'm not really a shredder. Do you know what I mean? Go and check out Leon Todd or Nick Johnston or Guthrie Govan or Chris Brooks or all kinds of players that really do that stuff well. You know, and I do something different. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Cheers.